Hello, I'll be discussing the application TikTok, which is a short video social media platform powered by music as described by the company. So TikTok, like I said, pretty much short videos. This is their opening web page. You can see trying to really expand on a youthful crowd here. It's available in the App Store or Google Play. It is only on the mobile platform. There is no web platform. So TikTok was originally Musically. ByteDance purchased Musically in August, rebranded it as TikTok, and I'll kind of explain what that has done to the application, kind of how that's changed its culture later on. TikTok really kind of allows its users to create short videos, like I said, coming from Musically. A lot of the users typically do lip syncing, music, dancing, but as this has progressed into kind of comedy and meme sharing as the application has gained popularity. It is now the most downloaded app with, last time I checked, over 80 million downloads on the App Store. So it's kind of really gaining away and kind of gaining momentum. I'm just going to kind of walk you through how I created a video on TikTok and kind of how it works and why it's different from Vine. Oh. So as you can see here, I can add filters, stickers, what have you. Makes it really easy, kind of like an Instagram story. Just go ahead and add that. Like Instagram, I'm going to add a filter. That one's nice. And then I got, this were kind of differs from Instagram and Vine. I can add these special effects, filter effects, time effects that make it look kind of above and beyond a standard, easy Instagram story, Twitter video, what have you. So yep, you can kind of see it looks all different. You got my fancy filters on. I got my little sticker on there. We're kind of going now. We'll have to see what music, since this is mainly a music app. We have specific challenges that people do, kind of like fancy hashtags. Yep, that's one. You also have top 20. And we also have, hot songs, kind of what's trending right now. And they can even recommend songs for specific type of videos you might be doing. Since my cat is running in there, let's go ahead and throw on some Who Run It. So yep, you can trim the music to what particular part you want, making it really easy. You can also add hashtags or tag friends in your posts, making the sharing more fluid, kind of like any Instagram or Twitter posts or Facebook or whatever. You can make the specific video private or public as well as your account. You can turn comments on and off, making it a little bit easier to protect you if you are being harassed. So everything like that, it kind of allows you to create videos kind of seamlessly and as easy as possible. You can upload or record on time. So, and we'll kind of transition into what TikTok is as a virtual community and how that relates to our class. So as far as we talk about no email, TikTok really utilizes this. They really don't send you any emails. They're really trying to target a youthful audience, which a lot of youthful audiences don't use email, and a lot of older audiences as well. Really the only way they use email is if you wanted to contact them with some issues. They don't have a support line, they have a support email. Um, and a lot of what you can do, I mean, you may receive some text messages, which are even kind of getting out of date, whether or not you use your phone number to sign in. Other than that, it's all push notification. As far as the hype cycle, short videos as entertainment are kind of hitting that slope of enlightenment, plateau of productivity. A lot of people say TikTok is just Vine with fancier steps, and it really is, if I'm being honest. And Instagram already has short videos, Twitter already has short videos, Facebook already has short videos. So I don't think anyone's really surprised or hyped up about video being on social media anymore. So I'd really say it's hit that plateau. Mary Meeker, she discussed a lot about kind of where businesses are going and business plans as far as social media. And kind of the standard one for everyone is kind of the Facebook model of selling data for allotting space for advertisement or selling data to advertisers. And that's kind of where most places go. You have other models like Twitter, which have advertisement after so many iterations of scrolling that they sell, and they also sell data, or charging a paid premium option like Spotify and stuff like that. Where TikTok is kind of going more like how games are with in-app purchases. They allow users to buy or sell coins for certain features, filters, editing tools, whatever, and that kind of allows them to diversify their business platform other than just selling to advertisers. They still do that, but you can, buy some coins, buy some diamonds, I think they're called, and have these in-app purchases. We also talked about Kevin Kelly and what sharing experiences really means and how to be able to share how you are and kind of show people what it's like to live in your footsteps. And you can kind of do this with TikTok and kind of make yourself show in these little short videos. They also is TikTok Live, which is also nothing new with Instagram and Facebook, but it still kind of is that idea of sharing your experiences. And what TikTok does better is these duet videos where they can you can create together with a person simultaneously almost, and you can kind of bounce off of different people's ideas, and this idea of sharing experience is really enlightened or enhyped by having this duet feature. We also talked about Jeff Bezos, where he talked about the Washington Post and how he was really trying to take that from a local paper to something global. And that really is kind of what ByteDance is doing. They have Douya in China, but it's not very popular outside of it. And so what they really did was take Musical.ly, which already had a fair amount of users, kind of an already known brand, kept all those users, and then rebrand as TikTok. They saw the opportunity that Vine was gone, and there was a space for a market, and they really took that, and they've really gone pretty well going global so far. And we talked a lot about AI in our class, and what is interesting is ByteDance really thinks themselves as an artificial intelligence company, and what they really tried to do was add AI to social media, altering algorithms on the For You page. I didn't quite show that, but when you load TikTok, you have the people you follow, and then you have an unlimited amount of For You videos just constantly coming through. There is no end. I tried. And this is kind of the whole idea behind TikTok is this discovering new. Memes here don't really last longer, but a day, maybe two, is all very quick, very high pace. And this has a lot to do with artificial intelligence of recognizing these spikes and throwing it to you in this For You page. So you see it at the very beginning. And like Andrew Ng said, AI is the new electricity, and what you need to do with a business platform now is really take something simple that doesn't have AI, for say Vine, and really add AI, and that is your business plan. And I will quote the Fast Company here on what ByteDance does in their AI, and that ByteDance utilizes AI in its content creation tools as well. TikTok, its music video creation tool, simplifies editing by suggesting cuts and AI-generated special effects to improve the production value. ByteDance has spent the last year plus acquiring and investing in apps around the world where its AI can improve the experience, from the US-based Flipagram and Musical.ly to Europe's New Republican. High-quality content created in other countries can benefit a lot of users. says waiting. In January 2018, ByteDance made a deal to distribute BuzzFeed content across its apps. Tatayo also has a geolocation-based push notification system called Missing Person Alert, which has helped locate even a number of people. So it kind of shows you how invested ByteDance is in AI and TikTok as well. So whether or not social media ruins your life, I would say the TikTok does not really support this cause. It really is, addiction is the name of the game for TikTok. They have a continuous feed that is all algorithmically based. There is no stopping point, and like it's quick and short attention. There's nothing longer, but 15, 30 seconds. You can create longer videos, but most stay under that 15-second limit, and it's really fueled by a short endorphin rushes, videos, likes, endorphins, stuff like that. And they do have this well-being feature on TikTok where you can limit your usage to 2 hours a day. So maybe they try to be a little bit nicer with that, but still, addiction is the name of the game with this. So I'd say it does not really provide anything beneficial to you. As far as locking the web open, there is, loose data ownership. TikTok tracks everything, likes, comments, videos, whatever you watch. TikTok is pretty much keeping track of that. There is signing in through Instagram, which if you sign in through Facebook through Instagram, then Facebook still kind of has that data, and that tracking of data can go up the chain. You don't really know where that's all going. You can make your account private where people can't see your likes, videos, etc., but the company still can. It is only mobile, so that's a little bit more beneficial as far as tracking which websites you go in and out of beforehand. That kind of limits that. And TikTok claims not to track location except when you're creating an account, but there has been some disputes over this. As far as Tim Berners-Lee's solid, TikTok may survive. Business model with their business model of following coins for profit, and having this gamification sort of diversity. TikTok does not currently advertise on the app. They do sell to advertisers though, like I said. So potentially if they kind of push this more gamification or a premium feature sort of thing for certain filters, I think they could survive, but they would need to adjust a little bit. And then speaking of social media, we got to talk about Zuckerberg and how he's in the hot seat. One thing TikTok does pretty well is their data openness and clarity. I was reading their privacy policy, and it is long, but it is pretty easily to be able to be read. And so it's nice that it's still there. They do still sell data, and they say that, but they're not hiding behind a shadow, which is nice. And there is some monitoring that TikTok really has to do. You really have to watch out for the bullying and the features. I haven't seen too much of it, so I think they do a decent amount. But with the youthful audience, moderating is a huge thing. And kind of going into that, we have online harassment. So what that really needs to do is TikTok does allow for safe settings where a user can kind of detect whether or not something is kind of greater than PG-13, or AI can detect that and kind of hide that from the younger people, since there is such a big thing about this being a youthful audience. And so what they kind of do is use AI to kind of detect what's harmful, what's not, as well as people pointing it out and kind of specific users and stuff like that. It's a huge deal to them, and they've kind of stated that publicly, but it's not 100% thing. And kind of bouncing off that, we have privacy, algorithms, and art. TikTok is just a stream of algorithms. It's all of it is algorithms, algorithms, algorithms. The filters you see, the videos you see, the hashtags, the music that pops up, all algorithms. And they are black box algorithms, which can be harmful and cannot. We don't know exactly what goes into it and what doesn't, so it's a little hard to say. They are also a huge issue of the feminist attacks and trolling, this being a social media platform where people can comment whatever they like if you let them. there can be an issue with, abusive language, abusive reports, and they do a pretty good job of moderating this, but this is still has a chance of being there. And in addition, you can create TikToks as art to kind of spread information like Tyun. I have seen a few videos where it was in this idea of just kind of creating art and creating information to spread. They haven't done very well, but I've seen them there. Then going on to Citizen of 4, like I said, you pretty much are always being tracked. Every video you watch, every little thing you see, everything you comment, everything you like, all of that. And it is just videos, so it may not be too harmful. There is not anything pornographic on TikTok or anything that harmful, but what is deemed unpatriotic now may not be deemed like that in the future. Like I've said in class, whether or not you're deemed a communist or anti-America in one time versus another can change, and that can be harmful. Which, if someone's keeping all that data, it is a little bit easier and more troubling. And to talk about kind of the book I reported on, Alone Together by Sherry Turkle, it really emphasizes the idea of solitude and new intimacies. You're on the phone, watching and liking, scrolling through this feed. You have your headphones in because you have to listen to what is essentially such an audio social media app. You're not really paying attention to the world. But in addition, you have your intimacies in solitude. You have the virtual duet of creating videos with someone while also being alone. I can create a video with someone halfway across the world, but I'm still just kind of alone in my basement studio apartment. And then in addition, we've had such a rise in memes in TikTok since becoming popular. It's really died as a musical social media app and has really gone up in memes. Really, people missed Vine, and they're really taking care of this. I'll just show you a couple of more TikTok videos so you can kind of get a taste for it. They do get kind of cringy at times. Just kind of bear with me here.
Tripaloski, 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 tripaloski. Adidas Klasoski, Adidas Klasoski. 3, 2, 1, go! 普通にダメセクシーにダメ機械みたいにダメ可愛くダメショタボでダメだよイケボでダメロリボも行こうダメだよ Hey Mason, are you ready to go eat? Hey, is it cool if I bring my sister? No, dude, it's bro time.
Yeah, you kind of get the point. So in addition, we talked a lot about effective computing, and where I can think TikTok really taking this into is doing some research on what videos people watch when experiencing certain emotions and kind of how that affects what they're doing later on. If you could really track how also showing people certain videos that would invoke certain emotions and kind of what they do afterwards would be interesting as well. But TikTok does have this well-being initiative like I talked about, so I do think they care about their users a little bit more, so it'd be interesting to see if they start using effective computing. And then talking about kind of the panel and usage of it, if they kind of want to go into the more commercial aspect of effective computing, they could easily use it for sales and boost addiction, so they can kind of see, okay, if a user is feeling this emotion, we know they want to watch these videos and they'll keep watching them whether they're sad, happy, whatever. They could pretty easily do that. In addition, they could really push for certain paid features when people are experiencing certain emotions. Whether or not you're a little bit more compulsive to really dive into your video when you're sad or when you're happy, they could really push a lot of that stuff. As far as Tor won't really help you when using this because you are signed in. You can make your account private, like I've said, and you hide your videos, but ultimately you are signed in either via phone number or an Instagram account, so you aren't really exactly fully private. Dating, potentially you can meet up and start dating via creating a duet video. But I haven't heard of this, but it's certainly not impossible. You could easily meet up on TikTok, and there is a private messaging feature, and it certainly is a possibility. As far as the future of TikTok, I really did not expect it to blow up, even from the time that I was working on this project. So I really see it kind of blowing up and dying down quickly, unless they start doing something really innovative. Again, like a lot of people say, it is just like Vine. I don't really see it going anywhere different. They may start using effective computing to kind of enhance the user's experience. But as far as everything else, I really just think that social media with short videos has really gone outside its time. So thank you. If it sounded interesting, I guess you can go and install TikTok and try it out. But other than that, I hope you had a good time.